Content over everything.
Books and beliefs and prayers extending from far away as Mexico and India and Northern Europe. You know, the ancient Scandinavians believed that Baldur was born as a virgin boy from his mother Frigga. And the Scandinavians, the Swedes, the Norwegians, they would worship the sun, almost certainly as Baldur. And then it would have perhaps got changed into as a man or a boy. Nobody in Sweden today worships Baldur as the saviour of the Swedish people or the Scandinavian people anymore. It's simply been replaced by Christianity. And it's, for some reason, I find it quite amusing when you see people filing out of a mosque or a church. You know, they all go in together and they all say the same stuff, and nothing happens. It's quite bizarre that people should believe in this nonsense. But Allah was originally, for instance, a male pagan god. Herodotus...
America wants a revolution!
Herodotus wrote about this 1,000 years before the birth of Muhammad. And the Kaaba stone, which is where the Muslims like to venerate the centre of their religion, there were 4 statues. Allah, Alat, Al-Uzza and Al-Mana. And 3 of those statues were naked women. Allah was the naked man. And as a result, of course, they decided to demolish the statues of the naked Allah and the naked women. And then, of course, went on to say, there is only one God, Allah. But, of course, people have simply moved from having lots of gods to one God. That's the sum total of 5,000 years of human worship, of so-called progress in terms of worshipping it. Why would people worship something anyway? It's not kind of normal, is it, to go into a building and get down on your knees and say a load of gibberish. And you've got adult men and women doing this. You know, why? It's a really, I think it's very disturbing that so many people do this. And these are, you know, these are all kinds of people from all walks of life. They're not psychiatric patients. They're very, you know, and there's a lot of money wrapped up in these religious organisations. Of course there is. Perhaps if we address the problems, you know, it's a shame this part is dominated by these religious individuals, so-called religious individuals, who come and say the same thing every Sunday, believing in the hereafter, which is a debatable thing in the first instance anyway. If it's so bloody good, why don't they go there? If it's so good, why don't they go there and leave us all in peace and just somehow they're never too keen to get it. And another thing is that if they really believe in what they believe in, it stands to reason that as they get older, they get happier. Because they say, I'm going to die soon in about, well, maybe 10 years. I've only got 10 more years and I'll be with Jesus, or I'll be with Muhammad. But none of them say that, do they? Because these religions were created when people were very, very primitive. So it wasn't their fault. But we all universally know that, you know, E equals MC squared. We all have an understanding of gravity. We all know that people in Australia and South Africa are, in a sense, walking upside down as to where we are standing. But we know that gravity means they don't fall off the planet. But people didn't, you know, all this obvious knowledge was banned by the Roman Catholic Church from the 4th century. But for the best part of 1,000 years. Literally until about the 17th century, when the Protestant Reformation really kicked in our country and also in Northern Europe, people were banned from mathematics, science, inquiry into anything that was outside the Bible. And that's how, you know, how is it that the Roman Catholic Church exists as a corporation? That's what it is. And how is it that this organisation has so much money? Unbelievable sums of money in which it flies its leading priests around the world in 747 jets. And it's nearly always the poorest people that go into churches and give their money. I mean, superstitious nonsense. Staggeringly superstitious nonsense. Back in the times when Benito Mussolini came to power, it was arranged in Italy that the teachings of the Roman Catholic Church in Italy would be profoundly Catholic. with no recourse to anything else. And vast estates of land were bought. They went into share ownership. They went into global capitalism as far back as 1922, buying land here and in Germany, in Italy, and in the Americas, in Canada, and the United States. The Roman Catholic Church owns vast amounts of land. Yet, if you believe in this man, surely the teachings are that, you know, if you believe in the Sermon on the Mount, you should give up everything. Well, I would have thought the obvious thing to give up would be the wealth that you enjoy, the lifestyle that you have, the money that you have, and you live, you know, as a sort of poor guru or something.
English lady, listen.
But nothing seems to make sense, does it, in this crypto Catholic Church? The same goes for
Trump the new Hitler.
Anybody like to ask anything? Because I'm about done now. So, might as well I'll talk briefly about neoliberal capitalism, which is.
Lend me £9,000. I've got to be married.
I don't want to be. And that's, you know. Well, yeah, well, I'll talk about capitalism, but I've got competition and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to bother. Not well thought of. He should have his own platform, really.
Plan for the people.
You know.
Russia help Poland. Catholic Church got all the land in Poland.